Welcome back to the channel, guys. We just have a quick deck profile to go through. We got ninth place today at a local box tournament. As you can probably notice, I'm doing this with one hand, so if it looks away, I do apologize in advance. But yeah, let's get right into the deck profile. Alright, so starting off with the salads. Play one Gazelle, it is the best card in the deck, gets you to all your other resources, gets you going in the game. You want to get to this card as quickly as possible so that you can get your engine going. One Falco. I had this Ultra today. I had to give it back because I didn't get mine yet, but yeah, definitely going to change this to the Ultra. It's an amazing card as well. Recurs your resources like your traps, your spells, even your Gazelle. Most plays you're going to use it to get back your Gazelle to get the advantage of the link material to continue going. 2 Jack, it's standard at this moment. Everybody plays some form of graveyard removal, and sometimes you need the second copy. So I do recommend 2 Jack Jabs. I play 2 Foxy. I don't ever need the third, so I am perfectly fine with this ratio, and I hardly ever use the first effect to reveal. When I do, it's most likely because I already have an amazing hand. And to run the salads off, I played 3 Spinny. For other extenders slash starters, I just ran 3 buff. I did not run any Lady Debug. I just don't think the card is optimal right now in the deck. You get Imprint, you get Veiled, you just have to make a Bailings and pass. That makes no sense. This chain blocks your Bailings, and yeah, it draws you cards. Who doesn't like drawing cards? For the last starter slash extender, I played 1 CR Kaiba. I don't think you need any more than this card. It just facilitates our Murad Stallion, aka Fire Donkey, and you don't really need to see him more than once, because sometimes you use him to make the update transcode access code OTK, but that's fine. For other cards, I played 1 Dino Pankratops. This was a flex spot, and it worked out pretty often, because sometimes you do have the option where you go second, and sometimes your opponent makes some cards that you need an additional interruption to get your cards that you have in your hand to continue to try to break their board and establish yours, and this does the job quite well. So I opted to play 1 Pankratops. For the hand traps, I played 2 Vela, I played 2 Bell, and 3 Ash. These are self-explanatory. You have to play this. This is for the Joytron matchup. This is for the Shaddoll Invoked matchup. Sky Striker. It just covers a wide range. Also Vela. Yeah, I didn't opt to max out on these. Well, I don't have a third copy of this, but this is the ratio I went with, and it's been working for me so far. I still want to collect a third of this though. Alright, that's it for the monsters. For the spells, 1 Circle, it's out 1. We have to play it. 1 Fire Nation, Salamangreat Sanctuary. 1 Will. I manage my resources pretty good with this deck, so I don't see the need of playing more than 1, and you can't really use more than 1 in a turn, so it doesn't really make much sense. 1 Call by the Grave, because it's too good a card not to play. 2 Desires. I opted not to play 3. I don't really care what anybody else thinks. I just don't like 3 Desires, so I played 2, and it's worked out for me. But if you have a personal preference of 3, then that's good for you. You can try the 3, but for me, I played this. And the last for the spells, 3 Silent Mind, your consistency card. Other starter gets you to Gazelle and everything. And always remember, if you discard a Salamangreat card monster with this, and you add Gazelle, Gazelle does trigger on the resolution to special, so that's something to keep in mind. And that's it for the spells. For the traps, I did play the 1 Imperial Order. I have to change this apparently because it's damaged. I played the one Rage, one Roar. And some people might be like, you play Desires, why not play more copies? Honestly, you don't need them. Most cases when you start your plays, you're going to get the one that you need. And if you Desires and you banish the other one, that's completely fine. I mean, it's a resource management game. You just have to play optimally based on what it is that you're playing. And besides, in blind games, this is always the best one to go for. So most cases you're going to get this to the graveyard and then you're going to get it back with Sunlight Wolf. So losing this doesn't really matter as much. We played 2 Rivalry. I was opting between Gozen and this card, but then I realized this card allows me to still OTK while also protecting me from getting the Nibiru, because I'd already control Cybers, so they can't attempt to give me a rock monster because I'll have this face up, and it basically locks out a lot of decks once they go into a specific type. Yeah, and it still allows you to close out the games. The best trap for the day for me was 2 strike. Yeah, I only have 2 secrets, so I played just the 2. I don't really like mismatching cards, but they worked out pretty well. They put in a lot of work for me today. I definitely wouldn't change these. And for the final traps in the main deck, we have the Triple Imperm. Too good a card right now. Stops so much, and the whole column negating thing does come up. It's an amazing card. There's nothing much else to say. But that's it for the main deck. Let's go into the extra deck real quick. Give me one moment. Standard Salamangreat stuff. We played the 3 Balinks, 3 Wolf, and the 2 Heat Leo. I might probably cut one of these to try something. Didn't really come up. Well, I didn't summon this card at all today, so yeah, I might cut it to try something, but it's not something I recommend. But I do want to see what the other options are once I don't play it, so yeah, I might cut that. The regular access code stuff, access code, transcode, update genre, splash mage, and the last for the links, I played Lingaribo. People didn't really see this card come in because see, the thing is, most cases, let's say you have strike face down and you have this card and you don't have the means to create this card beside this card. You create your access code with this on the field. This basically turns off impermanence. It would negate, and you'd have the strike for the Vela, so you basically secure OTK. Unless they have Nibiru and Vela, which would basically just work your board. But yeah, this was an amazing card today. It did what it was supposed to do. It kept certain cards in check. I probably would cut it, but I do like the card, so I might not. For the 2 Exceeds, we played the most powerful rank 4 of this Dweller, and of course the Mirage Stalio slash Fire Donkey. But that's going to be it for the extra deck. Just gonna go through the side deck and my options. I played 2 draw. Played 2 draw, and yeah, this is for the Drytron matchup, but I don't have a lot of those in my local, so playing 2 was fine. I played 3 Lancia. I have a lot of Tri-Brigade players in my locals, and a lot of Shaddoll Invoked does play a lot, so these cards at 3 worked out pretty well. I played 3 Nibiru. I sided this card. I didn't really see. I mean, in Jamaica where I am, the meta wild, so you can get away with main decking these, but I don't think it's very optimal, so I decided to side them. I sided the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. Came up once today. Sided 2 Twin Twisters. MVP spell cards of the day. 2 Anti-Spell. I sided in these a lot, and they put in the work that they were supposed to. The only card that I would change from my side would be these two. Yeah, they can be high impactful, but they were pretty underwhelming today. And based on the play that was done today, based on what I saw, they are pretty lackluster. But guys, that's gonna be it for the deck profile. As usual, comment, like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what you think down in the comments. Till next time, peace.